Hi friends. As I work with my students on breath, balance, and body work, a number of my students have gotten rebounders and they wanted to know how to use them and how to incorporate this into their fitness journey. So that led me down the rabbit hole of learning about the rebounder and really falling in love with it. So this is a little 8-day segment because the two questions I am most often asked by my students is, number one, why rebound? Why are we doing this? Number two, how? Where do I begin? How do I get started? So I am starting with a little 8-day get you going, getting you connected and understanding your rebounder and how to use it. And as we do these short segments, each day I'm going to tell you another reason why. Why I'm using the rebounder, why I think you should, why I think it is just one of the best pieces of fitness equipment out there that can support you in your journey of health and wellness. So let's get started. The first thing you need to know is how to stand. And you need to learn what a health bounce is because that is the foundation of everything. So what you want to do is you want to be on your rebounder, and as I always teach in my classes, I want that good alignment, that strong posture that will help support you in any moves that you do on the rebounder. So starting out, you want to find those hip bones on the front of your body. You want to stand up long and tall through the spine, soft knees, and when you find those hip bones, I want you to line up the ankles and the knees below the hip bones. So what I don't want is you jumping really close like this or bouncing really close like this, because this is more precarious and not as stable for your balance. So you want to step out, it's almost a shoulder width, feet apart, almost shoulder width, or just get used to lining up that foundational pose of hips, knees, and ankles. The first thing you learn about is the health bounce, and that is literally just what I'm doing here. My feet are not leaving the mat. I am connected through the four corners of my feet, and I am pushing into the mat. Rebounding is not about jumping up, but it's about pushing down. So you push that whole foot into the mat. I want you in the next 8 days to do this in about 3-minute segments. See how long I take to talk today just about foundations. But I want you to get centered on your mat. If your balance is not good, I want you holding the handlebar. There is nothing wrong with having a handlebar. In fact, it's there to support you and help you and guide you on your journey. So you're in the center of your rebounder. Your knees are soft. Your pelvis is lifting up, or your bum, the words I usually use is your bum is tucked under and you're using the core. So I want you to visualize the whole time you are on your rebounder that somebody's going to come and punch you in the stomach. And so I want you to hold that core tight. This is really good for developing on the rebounder those core muscles. So you think about that. Then the next and most important thing we learn to do is we learn to breathe. So if you're bouncing along with me, stay in this health bounce. Stay rooted through those feet, pushing down, bum under, core engaged, shoulders back, standing up tall. Then I want you to focus the breath, just like we do in breath balance and body work. I want you to zip the lips. The nose is for the breathing, the mouth is for the eating. So this will help you build your cardiovascular strength as well. So you'll close your mouth. You'll breathe in through the nose, you'll fill that diaphragm with air, and then you'll try and exhale out for a longer rate than you were breathing in. I have a whole series on the breath, and you can talk to me about that, but this is how I want you to learn to breathe. It will help get more oxygen to all those little bronchi in your lungs and therefore move it out to every cell in the body. So when we bounce, we breathe in through our nose, we breathe out through our nose. And this is the foundation of where you start and where you begin. In the next 8 days, I want you to do this for about 3 minutes and then get off and see how you feel. I don't want you to go at this hard and start running or start bouncing or doing these things. I want you just to get the body used to the movement. If you have a bad back or you have bad knees or maybe you don't have good ankles, the rebounder will find and point out your weaknesses very quickly. So we want to build up slowly. We want to start with learning this health bounce, pushing down into the mat consistently. Gently, firmly, but getting used to it and finding our balance. If your balance isn't good, hold on. Stand up tall, tuck that bum under, engage that tummy, feel that core flexing and being tight. That's going to support your whole body. One of the wonderful things I also learned recently about the rebounder as compared to running or walking on a treadmill is the treadmill, the greatest force of your walking or running on that piece of equipment impacts your ankles. The wonderful thing about the rebounder is it starts to build strength in the ankles, knees, and the hips, because the whole body has that G-force of going up and down and pushing into the mat. So it will help to strengthen your hips, your knees, your ankles, and help your posture as well. I think we are probably a little bit, we're over the mark, but that's it for today. Now, if you feel really great, I'm going to slow my bounce to a baby bounce, just really gently pushing. And if you want to do 3 minutes, it felt great, do 3 minutes later today, even do 3 minutes tonight, but try not to go above that. I see I'm probably at about 7 just for this instructional. But we want to start slow. If it was too much, what we were already doing, just do 2 minutes, learn a little bit more about rebounding from me, and slowly, slowly build your pace. Have a wonderful day. Good to be with you. Happy bouncing.